in the last video, we learned about disability. And you might be thinking that maybe a disability is not a limitation, but rather a different way of doing something, which we all do. So having a disability is not the problem. What can be a problem is the way people think about disability and the things around us that sometimes prevent people of different abilities to be included just like everyone else. And that is called stigma. So stigma is when we make those negative or unfair guesses about what someone can or can't do. It's like judging a book by its cover. You know, maybe the book doesn't look like it could be interesting, but it's actually really interesting if you give it a chance. And making guesses about people can make them feel really left out and hurt their feelings. And you might miss out on a chance to get to know someone really awesome. It's like with pickles. All my life I thought I didn't like pickles until I actually tried a pickle and it was really, really good. So now I love pickles. And we've all felt the sting of stigma at one point or another. Like maybe someone didn't think you'd be good at basketball because you weren't tall. And kids with disabilities face stigma almost every day. They face stares and whispering and other hurtful things.
Dear teacher, I don't do it the way everyone else does, but I can still do it.
Dear other mom, we deserve to be here too.
Dear doctor, you don't need to work on me. I am not broken.
Dear kid, I know my prosthetic arm is cool, but staring isn't.
Dear superheroes, why don't any of you look like us?
Dear everybody.
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 And the stigma.
So what can we do about stigma? Well, the opposite of stigma is inclusion. The way I define inclusion is that it's welcoming everyone in everyday activities and making sure that everyone is able to participate in those activities. So what are some things that we can all do to make sure that people of all abilities are included? What can you do in your classroom, in your community, at school, at recess? The first thing we can all do is be kind. And the really cool thing about kindness is that it's pretty easy to do, but its worth is immeasurable. So treat kids of all abilities like you want to be treated. Come up to them, say hi, invite them to play. Another thing we can all do is not judge. So don't make those unfair guesses or negative guesses about what a person can or can't do. Just because someone does something differently than most people doesn't mean that they can't do it. And lastly, take action. Now, taking action can be in a number of different ways. For example, maybe you see that a kid isn't being included in an activity. So maybe you can think of creative ways of how everyone can be included. Like we say at Holland Bloorview, if you can't include everyone in a game, you aren't playing it right. And look out for obstacles that may make things a little tougher for kids with disabilities, like stairs, doors without access buttons, or maybe videos without captions. Not like this video has captions. And then talk to people about what we can do to find solutions for these problems. Once people know that there's a barrier, they can start making changes. I know we've talked about a lot of things, and nobody expects you to be an expert on disability. So ask questions. And remember, everyone deserves to be accepted.
Dear everybody.
This is what a scholar looks like.
This is what an athlete looks like.
This is what an inventor looks like.
This is what a storyteller looks like.
Dear everybody, this is what a proud mom looks like. And this is their world.
Dear everybody, see what the world without stigma looks like at deareverybody.ca.